Hi, Dangerlings. It's James, a.k.a. Velda, a.k.a. many characters here on the Danger Club podcast. We really hope you're enjoying all the content. We've certainly been enjoying it as well. And let me tell you, our Patreon has been off the chain recently. We have some amazing episodes. Danger Games have been simmering. We've got other exciting stuff coming up. And did you know you can get a 7-day free trial by going to patreon.com/Danger Club podcast and just try it out. See if you like it. In fact, actually, if you're really dedicated, you could probably listen to all the content just in those 7 days. Oh, wait, no, I think I might give that away. But then you'd miss all the exciting stuff coming up. So get yourself on there. Come and support us. We love you.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Hey, fellas!
Before they find me, should we kill them?
All the guards in the city.
Phil, there's a shard missing from your bag.
Not again.
You're talking to me like a child, and you know I'm not a child.
Actually, we're terrible uncles. Yeah.
It's Fulton!
Look, I haven't got time to explain it to you, so I'll see you at the Umbra Carnival.
Are you coming to the party? Tonight, at the Vanderdale Manor.
There's two people called the Uncles, and they killed a couple of people down by Slippery Rice the other day.
The adventure continues now.
Time at his turn and miraculously not broken after being dropped on the floor. If there's one thing we have learned in the last few weeks, it is, my goodness, when we give any of you the option to do some PvP, you take it to a very, very dark place. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast. So Bubba's gone... Bubba's gone rogue.
Yeah, man.
That escalated very quickly there, Bubs. Cole, what's going on?
I just think, like, in character, Bubba wanted to be very serious about this. Like, he feels like, this is a very heavy situation, and no one's taking it seriously. Everyone's just, I mean, if we look back 2 episodes ago, Caragor and Velda were drinking and stuff, so they're having a bit of fun with the whole thing, even though it is a serious situation. They're a bit drunk and a bit silly, and quite rightly so. I think your role playing is brilliant, boys, so good. But in character, Bubba is fucking pissed off because, like, no one's taking it as seriously as, like, the stakes are really high, and he's like, well, you're supposed to be my friends and you're not being my friends. So he's out there, like, he's like, okay, well, if you're not going to be my friends, then I'm not gonna stick around.
James, a rebuttal. 30 seconds.
No, I think in Counterlight, I think Colin's role playing has been brilliant because it's. I was playing with Velda, obviously, like the background as well, right, rather than being like, oh, I'm stone cold sober and taking it seriously. We were having a lot of frozen shots and he was having a good time. And suddenly it's sort of like it's all got a bit serious, and then he's been a bit confused because he's sort of like lapsed into kind of seeing Bubba for the age that he is. Kind of for the first time, and maybe kind of overplaying that in his mind because he's like, I didn't realise you were so young. Well, come and sit on my knee and like let's talk about this sort of stuff. And obviously it came across a bit overbearing and what's the word?
Patronising? Patronising is not the word you're looking for?
It's not patronising, but insincere sort of thing. It's been like, we're going to do that. And but also something that struck me as interesting is that obviously for Bubba, because it's a personal story, it's like, I paid these guys to rough these guys out and died. It is tragic. It's a terrible story. But he is also sat at a table telling it to 2 hardened adventurers who have seen and done things that have, will warp people's minds, kind of stuff. Yeah. And it's interesting how, because it's the personal aspect, you're like,
family.
Bubba's like, and obviously, and again, showing some of the immaturity and stuff. It's like, well, no, fuck you, man, because you're not taking this seriously. It's like, well, I mean, we've watched, kind of, we've gone to that library and we've seen people flayed and we've done all this crazy stuff. But the thing is, like, then Velda said, I'm not going to shut up. That's where he's going away in the street. He was like, I feel kind of bad now because it started to dawn on Velda. It felt a bit like this. Actually, it's clearly he's taking this a lot more seriously than I thought, and I pitched this wrong. And by that point, you stormed off, and it's like, right, bollocks. And that's why he sort of like celebrate. Right, let's detect the shard. Let's try a message and all that kind of stuff. But it was too late then, and how many times have we all been in situations like that where you're like, you didn't quite get how the gravity of it, and you've been like, I'm going to be quite flippant, and then somebody's been like, no, fuck that. And
someone has a meltdown, or
and you're like,
someone gets really upset, and you're like, oh fuck, I didn't.
You're so sorry. I thought because we started off up here, and it turns out you were down there, and we're just sorry about that. It's kind of that's where Velda is
when you don't read the emotion well.
And it changed quick. it literally, we were having a good old time drinking frozen shots, and then within the space of about an hour, like a goblin's been hit by a stone. We've had this confession by...
That can be a thing that can tend to happen when someone walks in and goes, hey, by the way, this guy that you know, he's wanted for murder. You know, it can happen quite quickly. As soon as that sentence comes out, ooh, shit.
Also, nothing ever becomes real until you say it as well. Like sometimes in life, if you unless you say something, it's not necessarily real to you. You've been lying to yourself a lot. So but I think Bubba has been doing that as well. He's not really been talking about it, mentioning it, and then it's all of a sudden he does. So it becomes very real to him, this situation. So the emotion has gone from, as you say, from down below to very high very quickly. Yeah. So it's like a, you know, when that rage hits, or that overwhelming feeling of being upset, when that kicks in, it can be very big, can't it? So I guess that's what's happening to him right now.
And then he's got, and you throw the shards into this as well, which are heightening every emotion.
That's like another thing.
It's a whole other theft.
Let's say you're having jokes about a delicate conversation and you're all on cocaine. It's that kind of like everyone's a little bit like everyone could Joe Pesci at any moment. You know, it's
like Boogie Nights, isn't it?
The kind of
walking with a gun.
And I must say, it's thrown over to Scott. Like obviously, Caragor, he's been going through some changes recently. I feel, and you took that in your stride that the shard's gone. But is there going to be some sort of, what's Caragor feeling right now?
I think after, there's a sense of clarity after getting your face panelled in by Fulton Battlestone, I think, after a while. I think, and like you said, there's you having gone through like loads of different shit before, you're just like, this is just another problem that we have to solve. And we'll do it in a relaxed and calm way. And let's just get on with it, because at some point, we've got to do the saving the world thing. And also there's a wedding to attend, and those things are important. It seems to be, from Caragor's point of view, that the journey that Bubba's on internally in Magnimar is both an internal one, because it is inside the city, and also an internal one because it's happening sort of within Bubba, and it doesn't feel like there's much positive things that we can do in the short term. There's obviously like the massive question that needs to be sorted out, but ain't no one ready to hear that yet. Like, obviously, that there's some obvious, avoidance of that. So, there's a chillness going on. Like, and I guess Caragor didn't know for sure that Fulton didn't take it, and he hasn't questioned Shania or Velda about the shard. But I think he just believes in Bubba. He's not going to leave the city. He's not going to summon a dragon and then attack everybody. That's not within Bubba's remit that he knows. But he's going through some stuff right now, and that's not something that Caragor can help with in the immediate next few hours. So why force your presence on someone who's going through some tough shit?
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's an interesting element, because none of us needed a perception check as characters to see that Bubba's been changing and going through some shit. And especially the handing of the shard and stuff like that. And of course that becomes a little self-perpetuating cycle, because then even if Bubba didn't do it, then everyone's going to sort of suspect Bubba did it, because Bubba's been acting kind of weird and kind of aggressive and kind of weird, and so you know what I mean. And how many times does that happen in life, where it's just like, no, I didn't do it, but you all think I did. It's like, yeah, but you have also been on other things acting a bit squirrely, and obviously that can amplify and make Bubba feel a bit, you're against me, man.
And by transforming into a 13-year-old boy, Bubba has immediately started puberty again, which means he's just his emotions are just fucking everywhere anyway. Yeah, it's just a hormonal imbalance in that Tengu right now. You turn him back and suddenly
does that happen? If you do, is that how the magic works?
That's how the magic works.
That's how the magic works. Oh, thank you, Colin.
Your pop shield is miles away from your wife.
What I really hope is because a part of Bubba's description was very much that you had a side parting, and I wonder if when we meet, suddenly your hair's going to be like jet black and a fringe over one eye, and just sort of standing in the corner.
Oh yeah, you don't understand me, man.
Yeah, that's going to be that. I hope so. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
some baggy black jeans, man.
Yeah.
He's going to have to go through all that hair regrowing. It's just... It's a mess. It's a mess.
Listen
right
to
now.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Get a piercing, get spit infected.
Yeah.
Don't really know what to do about it. But
Spit on the floor all the time.
yeah.
I mean, the one thing we can say for sure is that if there had been Fulton in that situation, we would now be balls deep into a 3-episode long arc where he joins that knoll and is off doing Oliver Twist.
Oh yeah, yeah. That would have been literally like, "Oh, you lost, little boy." Yes. Come on, let's go. Let's go and rob the rich. Oh,
Let's go and thumb some A's.
I mean, I'm actually a cobbler, and I was just asking. Oh, okay.
Storm the stacks. Oh, we got him.
Ross is gone.
I'm king of the alleyways. King of the bridge.
But you found some old friends nonetheless. You may have lost Come on, Scott.
Sake.
You just had COVID as well. Like,
Yeah,
don't
just literally.
fucking do that.
Ross, like, yeah, we all sit in a small room together in a hot, sweaty, oppressive environment, and then Ross dropped just before. They'd been a bit poor.
Oh yeah, I've had COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway,
Doesn't mean anything now.
It doesn't exist anymore. Does it?
Not after spending 3 hours in a room together, it doesn't mean anything yet.
Oh my goodness! But you met the you've lost Bubba, but you have re-met some of your friends from the
Who
Umbra
are
Carnival from
going meta on
season
themselves.
1.
So weird that they go meta on themselves.
They're doing a play about their own
But I mean,
life.
did we enforce that by accident? Was that us that
Yeah.
made that happen?
I think Ross
Yeah.
enforced that. Yeah.
Was that was Ross? Okay, that wasn't your idea originally.
Is it a mistake there was a mistake that Ross made that Drum has navel gazed into so much? You created it.
I created it out of
but how then? But surely we are, and therefore the ramifications of truly we are all this, and now that's happening.
I can't
do
wait
love a
to see
navel
this
gaze.
play acted out by Dan.
So
though, to
you've
be
got
honest.
Yeah.
Oh god!
All parts played.
We're
back.
definitely sitting down. We're going to get a half-hour thing, just Dan.
Someone's going to have to do like within the play. There's going to have to be a false cabaret within the play. So
Yeah.
it's going to be like a show within a show is already in.
Well, like the Mechanicals vibe.
Yeah.
The killing of the dragon.
Oh my
that's
God.
happening. Like,
Yeah.
The oh my god! So you've got the play that also has a full understudy cast because they're not, even though they're just in some like fringe venue, they're not taking a night off to go to the play. They've got a whole second cast to keep it going. This story about a carnival that some people have heard of.
Where some crazy stuff happened, but it's going to be twisted in the way they do in Thor 3 when they come back and they're watching the mummers sort of doing it, so it makes it look like look, he's a badass.
Matt Damon.
That kind of Matt Damon.
Oh my gosh, the success I wish we'd had. Don't you wish you'd ever got to do a job where you're doing a play where they're like, oh well, just because none of the cast are available, we are going to now cast an entire other cast to keep this going. It's that much of a hit. This play essentially
Come
about
down
you,
very well.
about yourself.
And everywhere you go, people are like, well, so what happened in a little town somewhere?
And we know the amount it costs to like get flyers put up around fucking Edinburgh stuff. And these guys have got the entire city papered.
Street team running around.
They have really thought this out. These guys have sold out. But you got another party to go to. You got another invitation.
I know, that's crazy.
You're being deluged with invitations to things. You've got
This is. I mean, presumably this is the stuff that's supposed to happen, right? And then we've unfortunately invited ourselves to a bunch of other shit that we made up.
It's all supposed to happen, Drummond. It's our world. But yes, this is the reason you came here before you got distracted, is that, yes, there is a wedding happening and you are guests at that wedding. So you are invited to the pre-wedding party, which very much feels like something that sort of rich people have. That's always the thing of being like, oh yeah, the wedding's coming up, so now there's a party before the wedding.
And the post-wedding party.
Do we know much about the person that Ica is marrying and their family?
Their name is Hadley, and that's
Hadley
all we know.
van der Ale.
Hadley van der Ale. Let me I want to write that down. Hadley
Arch rivals of the ginger ale
van der
family.
Ale. I can't write. I don't know where I mean, I've got a pen on this thing, but I don't know where should I write? There's no notes section in here. That's why I hate this.
There is one, but
where is it?
You'll find it. I'm sure.
Is there a section? And speaking of which, I think we should touch base just very quickly. Scott, how are you getting on with your electronic character sheet there?
Path builder.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we're
Are you
10 minutes.
Are you in? Just because there's other character sheet going on. How are you settling in?
I've been on it for a few episodes now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there was slight changes. So the Neo Caragor that I'm using now is ever so slightly different to the initial character sheet Caragor.
Yeah.
In ways that I don't know, ways that I'm not sure anyone will know. Because
We'll find out.
It was cryptic and esoteric with the transformation. But
Yeah. And I tell you what is quite weird is that it's good, really. I was having a look through my cantrips just to refresh them and be like that, and there's new ones. They're just sneaked in from some
Sneaky
sort of
ones.
book and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, these must be like super rare and commons. Nope. They're just new cantrips that now exist. So,
by the way, I meant to speak to both of you spellcaster people because Caragor's got 2 spell shot arrows and they can take a level 1 spell.
2 casts. 2 spell casts, is it?
What? No, 2 arrows.
Just them 2 over there, is it?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Bubba's
not part of the group anymore.
And everything.
Oh,
is,
crit.
well, I figured it'd be more useful to have an either druid
it's fine,
or
man.
wizard spell as a ranger
you do you,
than a
mate.
bard.
Yeah, cool, whatever.
I don't think I
Well,
could project
actually-
a song
Chill, man, whatever, yeah. It's cool.
from the arrow. So
Yeah, it's fine, bro.
also
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have run away. So
I mean, this could be a conversation if you want that me and you can have on the way to the Umbra Carnival because it is a 2-hour walk.
oh god,
No, it's not because you're up in the upper levels. You're not that far away. They were down down the bottom of the bridge.
True.
They were
So-
2 hours away.
So it's probably going to be an hour walk. We've got long enough to be like
20 minutes,
By the
mate.
way, can I 20 minutes?
Yeah, I'm from fucking Magnimar. I know what's going on.
We've already got there anyway.
Well, yeah, but we could have had this
Oh,
conversation.
retroactively.
Yeah. I mean, because it's not the most fascinating. All right.
I am more than
Yes.
happy.
Yeah.
I'm
All
more
right.
than happy for you to do housekeeping shit in retroactive.
Van-
yeah,
It's when you
not
start
like-
doing retroactive PvP that it gets complicated.
Oh no, we assassinated that guy, but we
Yeah.
did it.
So
Yeah,
Bubba's
we were on the
dead.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hadley Van what?
Vanderwild,
Meathoven.
Van Hoof,
Van Hook?
Van Helsing,
Hadley Vanderale.
Van der
Van
Ale.
Wilder.
Van Wilder. That was what I was trying to.
VANDERALE.
Ale.
It's Ryan
He is,
that's where it started off.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Son of Mivonus and Eleanor.
That's not Ryan Reynolds' parents. That's someone else.
They are his parents. They're the ones who invited you. But yes, that's all. That's all you know. That's all you've really looked into.
Okay.
You've very much been in Bubble World since arrived. Unfortunately, you kind of arrived with one plan and were just swept up in Bubba's illicit criminal past, and that is and also getting snacks and being idiots in the street. But other than that, that has kind of distracted you from it. But yes, those are things you can look into as well. So I guess we'll pick things up. Let's pick things up with Bubba Von Hoops. What does Bubba do after Caragor and Velda walk off?
Well,
down
he sent
the street?
this urchin.
He sent this urchin. He's done that. What's his plan next?
So he sits there, stands there, just kind of watching this urchin walk into the guard station.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of smiling and sort of, clenching his hands. And then all of a sudden, he runs in after the urchin.
Okay.
Right? Now, I'm guessing the urchin's already told the guards.
The urchin's like standing at the urchin's standing at the desk, and you can see a guard writing down something.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. It was a silly joke. I'm so sorry. Because I said to him that they knew about these 2 people that got killed. He said, it was all a lie. My uncles, the uncles, not my uncles. Basically, it was just a silly joke. Someone dared me. Don't go and see those people.
What's that, boy?
I'm just saying, it was just a silly thing, and I don't even know why, this person came in. Just tell them I told you to do it, right? To the urchin.
The guard comes out from behind the desk. His eyes burn with fire, and there's a smell of brimstone about him. He steps around. He says,
Uh-oh.
"Are you wasting guard time?"
No, I'm not wasting your time. It was more like...
See a Hell Knight.
Do you think he bends right down? There's you can see sort of flickers of smoke coming out from under his helmet. He says, Do you think that guard work is a joke,
No,
boy?
no, I've got nothing but respect for the guards.
That this is somehow funny?
I'm really sorry.
Do you think murder is something to joke about, boy?
No.
I think there's something up here. He turns and looks at the younger boy and then looks at you. You boys playing tricks on the guards.
No tricks. Look, it was a silly thing. Someone out there dared me to dare him, and
Someone dared you, did they?
yeah, dairy Smithers.
Was it those uncles?
No, the uncles don't exist.
The uncles don't... Oh, the uncles don't exist.
No, it was just a made-up thing.
Simmons, the uncles don't exist. Laughs an ogre at the back. You're going to do it. An ogre at the back wearing a guard uniform laughs.
So look, no harm, no foul. It's only been a couple of minutes. We'll just go back to our lives, and it will never happen again, right?
Wow. I think there's a little more to this than that, boy. I think maybe we've stumbled upon something here.
What?
Trying to... I think... You know what I think, Simmons?
What?
I think... Loving this. I think maybe these uncles do exist. I think maybe these uncles are on a violent killing spree, and they've sent these two boys here to create a ruse to throw us off this case.
But he came in to tell you about the uncles, and I'm just saying that it's a lie.
And you have tried to discredit him.
Didn't I tell you to say it?
No, you said you'd pay me for
There
it.
you go.
A likely story.
Look,
Well, you boys best come with us. We're going to go to that alleyway, and we're going to get to the bottom of this situation.
Which
here.
alleyway?
That alleyway near the rice stand. That the boy said that they'd murdered somebody. We're going to go there, and we're going to find out what's going on. This could be the biggest case of the year for Richards and Simmons.
Fuck me, he's finally done it. He's supplanted CSI Mwangi Expanse.
The
which we need to reintroduce. So.
We do.
hit show.
Anyway,
Come with me, boys. And you better hope that there's not any bodies there, or there will be some explaining to do. And they lead you out of the precinct and round the corner, and they take you down towards where Slippery's silly rice stall is in the alleyway.
Silly rice.
Yes. Crossbows out, Simmons.
Yeah, got it.
Just don't. I tell the urchin. Just don't say anything. Just, in fact, when
What have you got me involved in?
when their backs are turned, just run away. It's fine. Like they'll never find you.
What do you mean?
Just run away. Like, I'll take care of it. All right?
I'm already late for my... I didn't want to get involved in this.
Just go down that way. Go.
I don't want to see him.
You're about to run away, boy.
Come on, John. You can't wreck on the lad. Let him go, man.
No.
Let the little urchin go.
Keep that crossbow trained on that boy, Simmons.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, am I going to have to kill
We're
these
going to
two?
get to the bottom of this.
Oh, God.
And he steps out into the alleyway and then goes, oh. And Bubba, you look round. The alleyway is completely empty apart from the rice stall that's there. There are no signs of the body, of the fight, or of anything.
See, it was just something really silly that someone made up. I'm really sorry. I'm just a 13-year-old boy.
He goes, just remember, by wasting our time today, you could have taken us away from a real case. Somebody could have died because of what you did. The law is no joke. You've got to treat it seriously. He stands up and goes, and knowing is half the battle. Simmons, arrest the little urchin. Come on,
Get over it.
I've something to show for it, all right. He walks around as after they've gone. Slippery kind of pokes his head out of the hatch, winks at you with his he's got horizontal because he's a serpent folk, so his eyes wink horizontally.
Nice.
And then he just goes back into his booth. Slippery's dealt with late night customers before.
I'm so depressed. Can I have some rice?
Get out of here, boy! I don't serve rice to minors.
What have you turned into Cran?
Slippery. He's more like this, isn't he? He's not.
Yeah.
I don't serve rice to children.
Oh my God. I can't even get any rice anymore.
It's
Everything.
laced with 2 CBE. That's why everyone likes it.
It's the best rice ever.
Meanwhile, the rest of the club, you are kind of. If we pick up with you, gathering just outside the Rose and Crown Theatre, or the Rake and Rose. Sorry, the Rose and Crown's an actual theatre.
That's
The
a real
Rake and Rose.
theatre.
The Rose and Rake. Oh, we'll get back to it. You're outside it now. The Rose and Rake. You're outside the Rose and Rake, and what's the plan?
Look, I think we should go to try and fight Bubba. I know you're saying you think that he needs to cool off, but I think that he needs, he needs some support in a time. It sounds like he's having a bad time, and I remember a time when I was having a bad time, and I walked off. I wanted to leave anyone, and
Fulton came after you and showed you his dick.
And yeah, that's right. And I think that's what's needed here.
Okay.
So find Bubba.
You don't have to ask
Maybe
me
not
twice.
exactly that. I'm just saying.
Fine. I will put it democratically. If everyone thinks that the best thing to do for Bubba right now is to chase after him and for Fulton to show him his dick, I will stand corrected.
I'm not saying, the exact same thing. I'm just saying I think
No,
maybe...
because Shania, you and Bubba are
Caragor
different people. You had hundreds of years of experience of dealing with people and being in tricky situations. Bubba's going to take this exactly differently. I don't know.
Well,
He's 13.
hundreds of years of being on my own. I was so on my own. I didn't know any. Like at that time, I was like, a child, very raw. I was not. I didn't.
Well, you weren't
understand.
exactly like a child, though, were you, Shania?
Well, okay,
You weren't
fine.
childlike.
I've been around for over hundreds.
Yeah,
of years,
let's
but-
not. Because that'd be strange, wouldn't it? You were very much fully grown.
Fully grown. But also in my head, I've been on my own for a very long time. Was only the friend of a monkey, isn't that right? She looks at Philippe.
Philippe does not reply because you did not say you were taking him from the boat. Philippe is sitting with Captain Gumball on the boat.
Fucking Philippe on spot.
We all look to the space where Philippe normally is and go, aye, just that one.
Look, we should. He's our family, though. We need to go after him and see if he's all right.
Yes, you see,
No,
I think
he's
you're right.
on the boat with Gumbo.
Who?
No,
not
fucking
Philippe.
Bubba.
Oh, sorry.
I think
Jesus.
this family has a very bizarre concept of what they consider to be family. But sure, listen, he definitely doesn't want to see me and Velda. If you two want to go after him, fine. But we do have things to do, and he knows where we are.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm gonna go
we've got
find
some
him.
time.
Fulton,
Yeah.
you probably shouldn't go either. It should probably be Shania.
No, I'm his friend.
Fulton, I know.
I can talk to him about the shard.
About the shard, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
No, but I'm not going to take it anymore. I've seen what it does to a dwarf.
What if he sees you as a threat?
He won't. Trust me.
Listen, if there's two of you,
yeah.
he might see it as an intervention.
As soon
If
as
it's
he
just
sees
Shania,
my dwarven penis, he's going to.
Maybe you're right. Why don't you stay here? I think maybe I should handle this one on my own.
Oh, fine.
Should I try? Which way? Where did you lose him?
Just shout his name.
I gave Shania directions.
Okay.
Should we need to go get?
Yeah, no, don't worry. I will be very careful. And I realize I know it's. I will be sensitive as a shot.
If he's stealing things from us,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he'd intentionally try and hurt us or do anything to try and hurt us. Just I'm saying, be careful.
Okay, I will. I
We
promise.
need to get suits.
What?
We need to get suits for the party.
Oh, that's bold of you to assume I'm going to be wearing a suit, lad.
Well, all right, a kilt.
I'm already wearing a kilt.
Well, you could get a fancy kilt.
Oh, my kilt's not fancy enough for it, is it?
Well, it's just a bit raggedy now.
Yeah, it's a bit raggedy. Do you know what? There's fucking great axe wounds in it.
Exactly. You can get a better one now.
Maybe I will, but I spent all my money on arrows that don't work against fleeing tengus.
I'll buy you one.
Thanks, mate.
Shania's gone off.
Excellent. Shania is currently our only hope of steering the plan away from Fulton showing his penis to a 13-year-old boy in the street, which I can tell you would be the end of this podcast.
Yeah, it might be, to be honest. Love the connection you made to the first season, though, there, Shania. That was quite good.
It made sense.
That was nice, yeah. Didn't even think of that.
So you head up. So you're heading up to where you were given directions. just to check in, what are the other three of you going to do while Shania goes to do this? Are you like
head to a fancy suit
shop shopping?
Yeah, if it's not going to like blur the main plot too
Well,
much,
you
'cause
could-
I'm like we should probably be kind of together to do.
There's
the
a
main
lot of
thing,
shops.
so-
There, you saw plenty of the kind of shops that you would want to go to get these kind of outfits are likely to be in the Arch District, the Grand Arch District anyway. So you can be in the same neighbourhood shopping while Shania is out looking for Bubba. That's absolutely fine.
Carragher, you're going to have to buy something for Shania.
Why?
Because she's not going to come with us.
Yeah.
No, just saying, that's quite a big big responsibility to get something that you think she would like.
Do you think, Fulton,
Hey?
that I should ever be in charge of what Shania does or does not wear?
Well, no, it's not being in charge of it. It's just...
Carragher just takes Fulton over to the side and goes, do you know the pain that is waiting for me if I tell her what to wear? If I even suggest that it could be possible on another dimension that I might know better than her what it is that she should put on her body. Fulton, do you want to know about pain?
No.
Do you want to know what happened on the inside of that ship, Fulton?
No.
Do you want me to take you there?
No.
My dad's best friend. My dad.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's so dark. Shania Rain, you head up. I mean, you all kind of head up together. So for those of you, the two of you who haven't been there yet, you kind of make an arc of the city on the outside and come around the cliff from kind of the bit where everything flattens out a little bit. You come up the hill through the Grand Arch Gate. The Twins Gate, it's called. And as you step through it, there are a huge pair of statues towering over, standing either side of the road. As you get in through the gate, of a pair of wizards with their staves crossed, with lightning crackling around the staves. As you head beneath those and into the Grand Arch District, where the other three peel off and sort of head in the direction of some tailors' shops and start looking around, and you can see a very busy street of just people moving around. It's like a Where's Wally painting. Mm-hmm. There's people going around, and half of them are all wearing one item of clothing that looks a bit like Bubba's.
And they've explained to me about how he's looks like a child now.
And you've seen that.
I've seen that before. I've seen the look before. So I know. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And he's obviously still got his banjolele and his weapons and things like that. So
I guess Shania Rain, what's your plan for finding Bubba?
Try and sort of, track him a bit. I guess I can.
Have you seen this boy?
Well, no. I guess so. You were at the pub. Yeah. You guys walked off, and you walked off in a certain direction. So I guess I'm going to start at the place where they lost track of him.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm going to see if there are, if I can spot his footprint anywhere in the dirt or like something like that. I guess is going to have to be the first.
Okay. So you head.
I mean, is that a possibility?
Yeah. Okay. So you head up the street. You head up to the Frosty Sloth. The Frosted Sloth, which you still has the faded sign that says Big Boys, which looks like it was once a much better venue. And I like the idea that Shania has once went to the Big Boys like 100 years ago when she was last here.
Yeah, right.
It changed it? It used to be so good. This place was lame.
Frosty Box bangs the table. So mad at the change. Give me I'm going to let you do perception, because you're kind of you're not so much tracking, because tracking him's not like only Carragher could really track.
Right.
In the city, there's just too much. Finding tracks isn't going to work, but she is very perceptive.
Okay.
So you're just kind of looking from side to side, looking around as you walk down the streets, trying to see if you can spot him.
All right, that is 23.
A 23. Okay. Bubba, are you trying to stay hidden at the moment?
No, he's actually just sitting in that same alleyway. He's actually just chill up against the wall, just down the road, like on the corner sort of thing, where the main road is just there, and he's sitting in the corner of this street, just like hungry because he wanted some rice. It didn't come his way, and he's just kind of debating on what's going on. So he's just sitting there. He's not hiding from anyone though. I feel like in his mind it's raining on him. Do you know? But it's not raining, but he feels like It's raining.
Nice. There is an excellent spell celled Personal Rain Cloud.
Love that.
You can cast it on someone, and a rain cloud follows them around and just rains on them constantly.
Yeah. It's in my spell book.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I'll say.
If anyone's going to have a personal spell book,
surely.
The Travis spell.
it's because Velda cast a spell on.
Travis doesn't play, but Travis is actually in a play in this scene.
Shania, you kind of look over,
Yeah.
and you see some children going past, and then suddenly you think, wait a minute, one of those children is incredibly heavily armed for a child. And as the school group passes, you see Bubba in his long-nosed form just kind of sitting on a box in a side alleyway, just staring at the wall in front of him.
Oh, hey. Bubba, I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to find you.
Don't come any closer.
What? What's wrong?
What are you doing here?
I came to find you.
Why?
Well, because they said that you had run off and that you were,
I didn't run off.
You didn't
I didn't run off. No.
No?
They basically pushed me away. They said, you're not even part of the club. Fucking your problems don't even matter. Like, we're not even friends. Like, what you worried about?
Okay, I see what you mean. They were being flippant. Am I right? They were being flippant?
They were being flipping dickheads.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are dickheads. We know this. Yeah? Sometimes they are dickheads. Okay? It's sometimes especially when we are at points when we need our friends to listen to us and be the best that they can be. That's quite often the point when you find that they'll be the most dickheads.
They're not my friends. They've never been my friends. I've never been part of this club. I've never been part of this group. I've never been part of this group. And you know it. I know it. I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know why I'm in Magnimar. I didn't want to come back here. You never asked me. We all just went to this fucking wedding. I don't even know this person. And now you're here trying to say that my friends are being... I don't even know anymore, Shania, why I'm even talking to you. To be honest.
Well, you're talking to me because I came to find you, okay? And you're talking to me because we have a connection and because we have been through many things together and we have looked out for each other. And these are the things that friends do. Now, I know at the moment you're feeling like you're not part of this group. You're feeling like you're some kind of outsider to the group because, maybe you weren't there from the very beginning, okay? But you don't need to be everywhere from the very beginning, okay? You earned your place in this group and you have made friends and you have helped us and bonded us together 1,000,000 times over in the times that we have spent together.
Did you hear what happened? Have you heard about what's going on? Did you hear?
I heard that you are being... people are trying to come and find you.
Yeah, and all Velda did was make sure I'm gonna kill that guy.
Listen, okay, look, hey, I don't think that is the answer, okay? Well, to kill that guy. I mean, Velda, fuck.
Cut to Bubba and Shania just murdering Velda.
But no, stop. Okay, I admit,
he was
sometimes...
very persuasive.
Come on, Garagor.
Just a fantasy.
You know you've always wanted to.
Yeah. That's what we've always wanted. Anyway, no. Okay, look, the thing is, no matter how frustrating and pissing off these guys can be, and, they were drinking, right? I mean, I could fucking smell it all over them. So they're just, okay, they're not listening, okay? I know, I understand. You need some help in the situation, okay? So, just... explain to me. So you asked some people to do what? Can you Can we go through the thing? Like,
so basically, Bubba, a long time ago, when there was a big scam going on, where people were scamming people and saying that they were old relatives, or if someone was adopted, they would say they're their real parents, and then they'd steal all their money and stuff like that. It was like a scam going around Magnimar at the time. It was like a big deal, kind of like a phone scam that you get these days, where it's like, a text off your dad, and it's not really your dad. So that's what was happening, and he found out that 2 people were trying to get hold of Gillip, and to save her, he sent 2 heavies just to like beat him up a little bit, and just like, not even beat him up, just scare him off, so they wouldn't be able to like infiltrate his family. But it got ugly, and these 2 people ended up dying, and it turns out that they were actually Gillip's parents. They were the real parents, and they were just trying to get in touch.
Okay, look, Gillip doesn't know about any of this.
No, she doesn't know, and if she finds out, then I'll never speak to her again.
I'm not sure that's true. I'm not sure that maybe part of what is weighing so heavily upon you, and is making you so frantic in your hurt, in your inside pain, is that you are feeling the guilt with Gillip, and maybe you need to talk to her. This is maybe something that would help for you now. It's not going to be easy, but it's maybe a conversation that you need to have, and that's maybe the place to start. Now, I know that also, of course, we need for you to not be fucking caught by the fucking people. Don't worry. We will make sure that doesn't happen with fucking Danger Club, okay? But I think at the moment, this anger that you are feeling, this thing that's screwing you up inside and making you say that you're not part of this or whatever, I think maybe it's because you are feeling some guilt that needs to be, released.
You didn't see Velda's eyes. You didn't see his eyes.
I can imagine his eyes. He's a fucking prick.
They mentioned 50 gold pieces, and his eyes lit up as if he was going to turn me in.
That's okay. That's. I don't think that's the true thing. Listen, where's Gillip?
She'll be at home probably soon.
Let's go together. I will be with you. Okay? I will help.
Bubba sits there looking up at Shania for quite a while, and then stands and grabs her hand like a child again, and they walk off.
Okay.
You head down the street. The other 3 of you emerge.
50 gold pieces. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Hey.
I just, it's not to be sniffed at.
Sick.
One of my favorite things to do is how does everyone look, having been to the tailors and put on what you believe to be fancy outfits for this party?
Well, I'm going to say one thing now. Velda's moved on from off the peg wizard's robes.
Oh, hello.
So yeah, he's not. He's come up with an idea for, because I think it's his 3rd upgrade.
Yeah.
Because I think in terms of fancy clothes, he's got like his travelling clothes, but he's got something ordered. Yeah. I'm gonna take it at the party.
Ooh, he's going to show up to the party with it. Fulton, did Fulton order something special?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Off the peg? What is Fulton?
Fulton is wearing an all 3-piece PVC suit.
PVC.
A 3-piece PVC suit.
Plastic has been invented, has it? Good, splendid.
Yeah.
It's a magical... It's made
It's
of
white
ooze.
as well.
You create a magical ooze, and then you dry it out until it goes really shiny.
Yeah.
And then you
I
use
wasn't
that to-
sure when you picked off that PVC white suit, but do you know what? It's easy clean.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think you've ever looked so clean.
Yeah. I can spit on myself.
Look, and I can throw this water and just wash it straight off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Carragher, what did you get?
No, don't get out of this. I want to hear about this fucking PVC suit a little bit more.
It's just a PVC suit. It got trousers.
Yeah.
Got a little waistcoat.
I can't imagine a torture more total than what you have done to yourself.
And a little jacket.
Yes.
I couldn't afford the PVC shirt though, so
How much was it all? If you couldn't afford everything, how much was it?
no, I just thought it was about 1,000 gold pieces total, but for the part that I bought was only
You could buy a country with that.
I spent 100 gold pieces.
Wait, so it's 100 gold pieces for the trousers, the waistcoat, and the jacket. And 900 gold pieces for the shirt.
This is why I ask.
It's amazing because when I explained to him what a renowned wizard I was, he gave me 2 gold pieces.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, this is fine PVC, apparently.
Oh, the finest PVC.
Yeah.
Yes. Hand spun by the plastic spicers of yes.
Aye, it's nice and fitting.
Yeah, it's not very breathable though, is it?
No, it's quite hot. There's quite a pool of sweat down below.
That's going to happen, yeah.
I mean, it's actually pooling out of your trousers.
Yeah, you're going to leave a little trail.
Yes.
You'll be so easily trackable.
He's like a little dwarven slug. He's just sort of leaving a little...
Dwarven slug.
What I admire, though, is the oily sheen on the sweat. That's really quite it's extraordinary.
And
so much cheese and meat.
I'm not sure what to do when I need to go to the toilet, though.
Well, I mean, look, the answer's right there. And Velda gesticulates down towards the growing puddle under his foot. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going... Oh, wow,
Don't worry, it was only a number 1. I'm not an animal.
That's true.
Anyway, what have you got, Carragher?
No, I don't know. I didn't really feel like dressing up. Also, I haven't really got any money. So I went to the first one in just like this. So I'm going to go to this one in this, I think.
What, in your axe spoon...
My axe.
Oh dear, let's not use that expression.
My axe torn.
Your axe
kilt.
torn, that's better. Axe torn kilt.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a leopard skin thing. I'll wear that.
A leopard what now?
My leopard skin thing.
Leopard skin thing.
I'll
the one with the blood stains and
Did you get anything for Bubba and Shania?
No, we had a whole conversation about that.
How could you not? I mean,
Bubba
hates me now.
Suggesting I should buy something for Bubba.
Shania,
No, I bought Shania.
Right, let me go get something for Bubba. Carragher goes back into the tailors, comes out with a T-shirt which has a printed. Have you seen this Tengu? 50 gold pieces. Do you think this is a bit on the nose?
No, it's good.
Do you think it's too much? Does it clash with what I'm wearing?
Well, no,
Carragher takes it off and sets fire to
it would go nicely with these, and Velda holds up a pair of schoolboy shorts, like when you wore when you were really young, like this. Yeah, there we are. It's T-shirt and shorts, mate.
I'm just saying, Shania's going to be angry if you don't get her something to wear for this fancy party.
There is no way that I am getting her something to wear. She will be pissed off if I do. She'll be very angry, okay?
Okay.
But you've made me paranoid enough that I will go get her some flowers, okay? Because when you suggest it enough times, I know that I'm right, but if you ask me 3 or 4 times, now I doubt myself. Is anything changed? No. No, nothing's changed. I know the absolute truth of the universe if I do buy clothes for her, but yet you have asked me enough times, so therefore I am going to find a fucking florist, Fulton, okay?
I'll come with you.
Fine.
Can I come?
Yes.
Okay.
Her favourite colour's purple.
What?
Purple.
Her favourite colour is what Velda wears all time.
Yeah.
Is it?
Ah.
I thought it was black.
Yeah, she doesn't really wear much purple.
No, she doesn't really. No, she is purple.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't.
Red?
You're just guessing. I am going to get a spray of Magnimar flowers.
Have you got heat stroke from all that PVC? I think you might be. You're sweating a lot.
Cutting off my oxygen, to be honest.
Could you just stand to the side of the florist shack so you don't piss on the flowers?
All right.
Thank you. Hello, florist.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, it's so good to see people who want to buy flowers.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Isn't it?
I assume that is why you're here.
Yes, I'm here
Because
to
if
buy
not,
flowers.
I'll fucking cut you.
Magnimar,
What is your name, valiant lady?
My name, fuck it, why not? We haven't had one for a
I
while.
know. Yes, exactly.
My name comes from Ravushka and Nikolai. My name is Bonnie Gooch.
Bonnie Gooch.
Bonnie Gooch. I am a rat folk.
She's a rat folk in like a gardener's apron with a big broad hat with flowers stuffed in it, and she holds some menacing shears.
Yes, welcome to Bonnie Gooch's flower stand.
Hello, Bonnie. And you've got many bonnets of flowers. Isn't that the first one, isn't it? Yeah.
I've never heard that before. You tried to chat me up. Because if you are, I'll fucking cut you.
Carragher backs away. I understand that.
I have boundaries.
Fucking yes, and I will respect those as long as you make them very clear. Shit, okay. Can I get 2 bouquets of flowers? Can I get one that's...
2?
What?
Yeah, I'm going to get one for the cast. If I'm not dressing up, I'm going to get give them some flowers, for opening night or whatever it is.
Oh, is it opening night?
No, we're
it's
not going to that, though.
What?
No, we're not going to the show.
Fine. then I am buying flowers for the person whose fucking party it is. All right?
Oh.
I used to fix things by killing them. Now I will fix them by buying flowers. Do you think Bubba would like some flowers? Should I buy him some flowers for stealing the shard?
Do you know what? He probably would. He would. And then while he's looking at the flowers, you could steal the shard back.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, all right.
Do you sell those little tiny trees in a pot?
Yes, I have a little tiny tree here. Would you like to buy the tiny tree?
How much is the tiny tree,
The tiny
Bonnie?
tree is 1 gold piece.
No,
We could get-
what?
Would you like to buy the medium tree?
I'm just saying we could get 50 of those.
No, we couldn't. No, we couldn't.
could.
Oh, I see.
50.
Listen, two sprays of flowers and a tiny bonsai tree. Fucking hell! I didn't even want to go shopping.
What's a bonsai tree?
There, 2 sprays of flowers and that tiny model tree.
Would you like it wrapped?
Which the tree?
Yes.
Yeah, he might enjoy opening it with his claws.
Very good. 1 tiny tree and 2 sprays of flowers.
Great.
That is 1 gold and 5 silver pieces, please.
Oh, okay, yeah, great. Here you go.
While we're talking about sprays, sorry about my friend. We made him stand over there.
I'm wearing a PVC suit.
I see.
Have you ever seen someone in one of these before?
Have you ever had to sign someone with one of these
He
before?
can't really breathe, we've established, and he might be having some sort of temperature, body regulation problems. But, he's happy, and he does look very dapper, don't you think?
Is your armor on underneath this, or like? Or
yeah.
have you just taken it all off and bung it?
No, yeah, the armor's on, so it's like...
Oh my god, like shrink wrapped.
Oh my God. A misshapen, tiny plastic kernel. That's what you look like right there.
Hey, do you like it? He does a little twirl.
Yes, it's lovely.
Hey.
Would you like to buy some flowers?
How much are they?
They're 5 silver pieces a bunch.
I'll give you 10 gold pieces
Oh my goodness.
for all of them.
So, Bubba and Shania. You kind of
Your card has been declined.
at a distance, looking down the street, you can just see a very shiny dwarf just with armfuls of flowers and a on the edge looking half orc holding 2 bunches of flowers and a little box under his arm. Just kind of, and you kind of dodge around them. You don't have to go to them and make your way up towards the house, up towards Bubba's house. What's the plan when you approach?
Knock on the door.
You knock. You knock on the door. The door opens, and your mother answers the door. Bubba, your mother, who is called
Mrs. Von Hoops.
You could have helped me out.
No, I've forgotten myself. So Elspeth. No, not Elspeth.
Elara,
there we go.
Elara and Alden,
Elspeth.
the Von Hoops. They are half. So she's a half elf. She opens the door and she immediately says, "Bubba."
Yeah.
Like she recognizes you immediately.
Yeah.
Disguise or no?
Can I come in?
Yes, I suppose.
Hello, I'm Shania.
Oh, this is my friend Shania.
Hi, how you doing? It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Von Hoops.
She,
Lovely bone structure. Sorry.
yeah, this is my good friend. Is Gillip here?
Yes. She's,
And father?
No, he's out looking for you.
All right. Well, there's no time like the present. Can you just meet me in the living room with Gillip, please?
We're in the living room, Bubba.
That's what I mean,
The
yeah.
house isn't very big.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah. Let's go to the drawing room. It's the same room. All right.
I'll have to move the table.
Yeah. All right. So we sit down around the table.
Yeah.
And Gillip, I guess, comes
Gillip
in.
comes down. She's like, "All right, Bubba."
I drop the long-nosed form.
You turn back
Yeah.
into yourself.
Whoa, that's cool. How long have you been able to do that?
A little while, actually. Yeah. It's been. Listen, I need to tell you something, and it's not easy.
Is this?
Shania nods at Bubba. Yeah. You were nodding. So
Yeah.
Is this
Like, encouraging. Go on.
Yeah.
Is this about the posters around town about what the guards are
Yeah,
saying?
it is. Yeah. So, there's no easy way to say this, but a couple of years ago, Gillip, your real parents were looking for you, and I don't know if you remember the Magnimar scam.
Yes. Well, there were people. They were pretending to be parents of foundlings. Wasn't
That's right. Yeah. So I thought that these two people were scammers, and they weren't. But I sent two people to intercept them, to send them away, just to not to hurt them, just to scare them, and because I didn't want you to be taken, for a ride, Mum and you, Gillip. So these two people, they got heavy-handed, and they ended up killing them, and they were your parents, and I'm guessing that they've told the authorities, and now I'm up for murder.
Your mother just kind of sits down. She's like, I'm sorry, what? You had people killed?
I didn't mean to. Honestly, I just said to these two idiots, I said to them to go and just scare them, just send them away, just go, don't come here, and just so they'd run away. But it turns out that they got into some sort of fight, and
surely you should. Have you told the guard that? Surely they'd understand.
At the moment, we have not confessed anything. We thought that the best thing to do first would be to come clean here, because you are the family, and it was an accident and done out of love, and I think it has been playing very hard on his heart.
Bubba, is that why you left?
Yeah.
All these years we've been worrying, and it was because of this? Why didn't you tell us? We could have helped.
Because how can I tell you and Gillip, how can I tell you that your real parents were killed? And it was my fault. Unintentionally, but yeah.
God, Bubba, we should... What do we do? What should we... we have to tell somebody, surely.
Well,
who do you want to tell?
Do we know where these two, the culprits, the people that you spoke to, do you know where they are now?
No, maybe we should find them and find
names?
out. Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson, the local powder makers.
I mean, this is something that we can look into, certainly, because they will need to take the rap for this. This is not on you.
Well, I suppose, but what about... What about the guard? Surely you have to go and tell the guards where you are. And then they can look at... You can tell them about this Johnson & Johnson, and then they can look into it, and they'll...
We don't tend to work that way anymore, Mum.
I would think that the guard around here... I mean, I don't know what it's like here in Magnimar, but from guards that I've met, on our travels, which have been far and wide, they are not the understanding type, and they would much rather just get a clean, this is the person that we're looking for, we put him away, rather than go to make much more efforts further on this. So I don't think this is a good idea. I think what we need to do is we will have to maybe have a little investigation of our own, and don't worry, because we are adventurers. We have some ways of doing this, and as soon as we have the possibility ways to clear Bubba's name, then of course we will tell the authorities. But first we need to get the evidence that we need, and perhaps find the people that are truly responsible for this heinous act.
Since I've been away, I've been quite good at this.
Quite good at what?
Like finding these sort of things out. Me and my friends.
Bubba, they came to our house. They came to our house looking for you. You're not the only one involved in this. What if they come back? Your father's out there on the streets looking for you. You know how dangerous it can be after nightfall.
I know.
And now you're telling us... Why did you even tell us this if you're not going to let us be involved in it?
It's the right thing to do.
The right thing to do. Well, if that's the right thing to do, then I suppose you should just go and do it. If you're not going to do the right thing for all of us, then why don't you go and do the right thing with your new friends?
What's Gillip doing right now?
Gillip has just been staring at you the whole time, and just tears in her eyes as her knuckles are white, just gripping onto the table. She's just staring at you in disbelief.
I'm very sorry that we have upset you with this news. So it's very important that you know the truth. And we will do everything that we can to make things right as fast as possible.
I was so excited because I thought that my son had come home. Now I'm not so sure he has. Fix this, Bubba. Fix this for all of us. Good night, Miss Rain. I love your shoes. She closes the door.
Bubba could Bubba just before the door gets closed, just turn around and just say, "I'm sorry," and look at Gillip, and then walk out.
Gillip turns and just runs upstairs as soon as you look at her, and you're kind of left out on the street where there is a squeaking Julep car.
I think as we come out of the door, though, can Shania just give Bubba a big hug and say, "That was very, very brave of you. Well done. Shania. And that was not easy."
As they pull away, Bubba says, "Shania,
yeah,
I thought this was going to help, but it doesn't. It doesn't do anything." And he takes out of his little bag the shard and just hands it over with a shaking hand.
Ooh.
Thank you. This has helped. She puts it in the handy recycling.
I'm sorry.
Immediately.
I'm sorry I took it. I'm sorry.
So it's okay. They have a terrible effect. A terrible effect. And the fact that you give it back to me, that just proves how strong you are. Never forget that, okay?
Okay.
All right.
As we pan back out of the two of you hugging in the street as a PVC-clad flower cart of a dwarf comes wandering towards all of you. That is where we leave it for tonight.
Yeah!
Totes emotion.
Good work.
Oh, Stephanie Muniz. The mighty Stephanie Muniz is our Dangerling of the Week. Thank you so much for your continued support of the Danger Club podcast. And if you want to support us in such a way and get your name read out, then go to www.patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast.